Active, and this vehicle is the first one to get all of the different facets. On this edition of Test Drive, the Mazda CX-5. The CX-5 is the first Mazda to get the company's full Sky Active treatment. While some have suggested the blend of technologies is designed to make up for the company's lack of hybrid technology, the reality is it's more about putting the tried and true to better use. By employing more efficient engines and transmissions, lightweight construction, better platforms and sharper suspensions, Sky Active is designed to put the Zoom Zoom back in the CX-5's makeup. The cabin of this CX-5 has been done exceptionally well. The materials are all soft touch to the feel. You've also got some very nice piano black and some silver accents. Two of the best seats you'll find, and that's if you go with the GT. They're also wrapped in leather. You'll also find all of the toys you could possibly want. A very good 9-speaker sound system from Bose. You also get a power moonroof and a couple of other bonuses. Now, while the sight lines on this vehicle are pretty good to begin with, you'll find blind spot monitoring and a backup camera, which means all of the bases are covered. Sky Active starts with a new 2-litre direct-injected 4-cylinder engine. With a compression ratio of an abnormally high 13:1, it produces 155 horsepower and 150 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. The level of performance the engine delivers is more than adequate. It does take 9.3 seconds to run from a standstill to 100k and 7.6 seconds to accomplish the more important 80 to 120 passing move. Now, neither can be described as fast, but considering the efficiency bias, it works. The reality is that Sky Active does work. Now, this engine, 15% more torque, and yet it consumes 15% less gasoline. In the end, even after doing all of the dynamic testing that we do on Test Drive, this thing produced an average of 8.7 litres per 100 kilometres. Hybrid or not, that is exceptional fuel economy for a compact crossover. The power is relayed to the road through a 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic transmission with a manual mode, and the front or all 4 wheels. The automatic is a slick unit that shifts impeccably. My only beef is that it's programmed for economy. As such, it upshifts at the earliest possible time. This strategy introduces a softness to the engine's feel I did not care for. The all-wheel drive system should be considered a must-have feature. It uses real-time information to determine the best torque split for the situation. It is as seamless as it is effective. When it comes to space and utility, this CX-5 has been well thought through. A much-needed rear wash wiper, and when you pop the tailgate, 34 cubic feet of cargo space. If you need more, 1 lever, 2 lever. The seats fold down. Now you've got 65.5 cubic feet of cargo space. You'll also find a reasonably flat floor, and I like the fact that they've kept the wheel well intrusions to a minimum. That maximizes the space. Where the CX-5 really differs from just about all other crossovers is the manner in which it handles. There is none of the floaty vagueness that tends to plague most, yet it's just as comfortable as any of them. The chassis stiffness and nicely damped suspension eliminates all but a couple of degrees of body roll, yet the tautness does not equate to harshness. Likewise, the GT's oversized 225/55 R19 tyres provide the grip needed to tame understeer. Throw in a nicely weighted steering setup and you have a crossover that has decidedly sporty road manners. This new Mazda CX-5 really does set a new standard for the compact crossover. Not only is it comfortable, versatile and fuel efficient, it is also great fun to drive because of the manner in which it handles. Now, if a CX-5 is in your future, make sure you go with the all-wheel drive system. It is well worth the coin and it brings a great deal to this vehicle.
Driving the Veloster now is a whole new experience. The turbo makes all the difference. It now has power to go with the brakes and the handling. In fact, it has so much power, you can do this. And that's the way you have fun in a Hyundai, and a professional driver on a closed course, blah, blah, blah.